on three concept, which is a profile concept in Spring Boot. Another one is a logging and monitoring, and third one is a JUnit test cases in a Spring Boot. Now, what is a profile concept? So for every project, we have multiple environments like a product, dev server, production, test. Multiple environments are there. For every environment, we have multiple like different properties. So it is difficult to switch from one environment to another environment if you want to do configuration in the code. So what we'll do, Spring Boot has a facility where we can change just the property name here in the spring.profile.active. Here if you change the file name, it will directly take that production or test any like file. So here we have created application dev.property for development, application prod.property for production, application test.property for test. Now see, if we'll check the properties, multiple properties we can change, but for name purpose I'm changing here the server.port. So for dev it is 8080, production it is 8085, and test it is 8086. Now currently we'll check on which it is running. See 8086. Okay, so 8086 will check. So we are getting data 8086 means it is running on test environment. So what we'll do here, we'll change the production is on 8085. So what we'll do, we'll run here directly. See, no need to change anything, because if you are changing in the application properties, we can directly run the project, because no need to compile the project for application properties. So here see, previously it is running on 8086. Okay, now we'll check. See, now it is running, that's why it is showing blank. Now see 8086 it is not running, means it is working on another server. See 8085. So if you'll change here 8085, sorry, 8085, see it is working, it will work, confirm. So yeah, we got the data. So this way you can change the property file, only you have to put the actuator dependency in the pom file. See, Spring Boot actuator, starter actuator. Now second point is a logging and monitoring. See, logging and monitoring is available by default in our system. So what we have to do, see what I have done, I will tell you. See here, I pass one SL4J properties. See SL4J logger factory. See here I created one private variable logger logger factory dot get logger. Here you have to pass that particular username. Okay, user controller dot class I passed here. Now what you have to do, see here in the, see users dot get mapping, here response entity get all user, I kept one log inside get method of user controller. So this log I kept, so whenever I am asking this, so now we have this log. Okay, suppose I'm passing this one fd this one I'm passing. So suppose I am calling this postman, same method, suppose users, see same method. So we will see after this ffff we got this log. Okay, inside get method of user controller. See, means log is working. You can put any log anywhere. It will be helpful for you for the debugging purpose. So that's why log. It is by default in our Spring Boot. Third one is a JUnit test in a Spring Boot. Now JUnit test in a Spring Boot. What you have to do? See here you have to add one dependency, which is a Spring Boot starter test. Okay, this dependency you have to add for JUnit test cases. Why JUnit we need? See, if you want to test anything in the local, definitely it will helpful for you to JUnit test cases. Now see here what you have to do, I created, see I created one here, so it is automatically created. Okay, I not created, just I created the class name. So user controller dot test, here see if you are checking here, I kept one log, just like I kept their logger properties. Here I created mock MVC, I kept it as a auto add. Here user service, by using we can call this user method. And here you see I'm checking the users the same method get method and expect status dot okay. Now what we have to do, see here for checking purpose log dot info test, this I log I kept, so I will check whether this is working or not. So what I will do, run as a JUnit test. After running this property as a JUnit test cases, I'm checking the same users log. Okay, so what it will check the JUnit test cases for this one whether this is correct or not. Okay, so we have to check here. See, it will run the JUnit test cases. Okay, and it is successful or not. How we will check? See here I kept one log, so that log should print. Okay, that success button, this should print. Now see, okay, see JUnit test it is running 1 by 2, means first it is running error 0, it is checking. Okay, it is checking. Now see, one complete, two complete. So okay, we got success. So here see, they get users executed successfully, we got here the logs. So using this one, you can do the JUnit test cases in the Spring Boot. So these all features we have completed today, which is a profiler concept for the dev, test and production environment, logging and monitoring, and third one is a JUnit test cases in a Spring Boot. So you can join my challenge and you can follow any challenge. Definitely it will be helpful for you in the long run, guys. Thank you.